Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 4.8, Problem 2. This is Section 4.8, Problem 2. It says the sales tax in Massachusetts used to be 5%. How much sales tax would Jack have to pay on his new $28,000 car if the sales tax was still 5%? So if you remember from Problem 1, he paid 6.25% sales tax. So it used to be, until 2009, 5%. It was a little bit less. So we set it up the same way. Basically, I want to be able to write the problem in the form A is P% of B. And that's not the only way to do one of these sales tax problems, but this one formula works for every type of percent. So that's why I like it. I know if it's a percent problem, I go to this and it's going to work. And if I can write it in the form A is P% of B, I can use the formula A over B equals P over 100. And hopefully I'll only have one unknown, and then I can figure out what it is. So, can I write it in this form? Yes. So A is how much sales tax? That's what we don't know. A is 5% of B is $28,000. So I can write it in that format, which means I can use this formula. So I start with the A. A is the unknown, so I just leave it as A. The is becomes equal sign. P, the percentage, is 5. The percent is 100. And then B is $28,000. So I did manage to fill it in. I have only one unknown, which is the A, so I will cross multiply and solve for A. So in one direction, I have A times 100 is either A100 or 100A. You could write it in either order, really. Equals, multiplying the other way, is 28,000 times 5. So the 28,000 times 5, that's a fairly big multiplication, but there are a lot of zeros. Again, if your math teacher will let you use a calculator, just run it through the calculator. If not, it multiplies easy enough. 28,000 times 5. So since most of them are zeros, it goes pretty quick. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times the next 0 is 0 again. 5 times the third 0 is another 0. Then we get to the non-zero numbers. 5 times 8 is 40. So you put 0 for the 40, carry the 4. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus the 4 more that we carried is 14. Right? 10 and 4 is 14. So now there were no decimals here, so there's no decimals in my answer. It's 140,000. So going back to my equation, I have 100A equals 140,000. Now again, I want to solve for A, not 100A, so I divide away the 100, whatever number is in front of the A. So that gives me A equals 140,000 over 100. And that's a very easy division. The two zeros and the 100 just basically cancel two of the zeros in the numerator. That's even easier than doing it on a calculator. Basically, I'm dividing 100 into the numerator and denominator evenly. So my final answer is A is 1400, which means that if the sales tax was still 5% in Massachusetts, the way it used to be, the sales tax on that new car would have been $1,400 instead of $1,750, the way it was at the end of question 1. So that's less, but that's on a very big purchase. For most things, the difference isn't that big a deal.